Good morning and welcome to episode 1137 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has a big Alec Baldwin update, some missing rappers, and some other monkey business at the zoos still going on.
In the coffee. There's I think we got a ring. I think we got a ring going on. I think we got a monkey ring going on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not good.
You guys remember that song by the Monkees? Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. People say we monkey around.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Classic.
It's the only one I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic song.
Yeah. I've got a shark double on deck after that, keeping it animal themed there. And then Mark's got a dick double in the hole to close this one out today.
Dick double in the hole. Ow, ow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was a treacherous intro that we wrote there. Don't miss Brevin Galloway from Clemson's basketball team with the exploded nuts on tomorrow's podcast. He's going to come on, tell us. He tells us I've been texting with him. He lets me know he's doing much better, which is great news. But we're going to get the full update, understand exactly where he goes from here.
It's got to be nuts.
Doing now. Yep, exactly.
We're going to get a picture.
Well,
You can ask him live if you want.
blurred out.
I will. I'll ask him for a picture of his nuts.
That'll get our live just shut down by YouTube so fast. So
Yeah. I want to know what
can disguise
exploded
it.
nuts look like, Brevin. Yeah.
I know you got a few pictures.
It's raw chicken. It's
How can you not have a picture of that?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
there's pictures. The doctors took some pictures. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Also, trivia tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Friday. Trivia. Send in the car. Patreon.com/hardfactor if you want to play us in trivia. And we haven't won. The hosts haven't won much, but we have very smart listeners. So you see if you can beat them in trivia.
Scout and Bartender's Bluff have taken the last 8, I think.
Yeah.
And they
So
said
smart
this
they
time
marry
they're
each other.
they said they're so smart. They said this time they're totally going to split up, even though they said that.
That's like, I feel like every time is the last time.
Yeah.
So we'll
Well,
see.
it's fun to beat us in trivia, I think. So I get it.
We're so pompous.
I know we
And
talk
know
about
it
the
all,
news and
that-
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then
put us in our
there's-
place.
Yeah.
It feels great. It feels
They
great.
should
I'm told.
they should go to the big events at bars and win like $1,000 gift cards. They're that good.
People cheat at bars, though. I know they do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, ours
If
is
you had enough
online
money, I'd
and
cheat at
very
a bar
fun,
with enough money.
And nobody cheats ever, so don't even think about it if you join.
Yeah. If we started offering a lot of money, people would cheat. That's the way it goes.
Last time my team got like 4th or 5th place out of 6 or 7, and we cheated a little bit because one of our guys had like 2 friends over in the background where like they were off camera, but they weren't like Googling stuff, but they were extra human beings, and we still got crushed.
One of my times in trivia, at the last question, I asked them, I was like, "Hey, you guys want to cheat?"
Yeah. See, that's why you can't come back. You went straight for it. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
There's one of those guys at every table.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You can't
Yeah,
cheat.
there
It's,
is.
it's no fun.
No.
Yeah.
you have
We
to
didn't- we
assume
didn't
half
cheat.
the tables are cheating.
Yeah.
But unless they take it really seriously, like if it's like just a normal, I don't know.
Listen, enough money, they're gonna be cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else? You want to do the news?
Let's do the news.
Sure do.
Let's do the news.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Got a couple jokes for y'all today. I thought were absolutely disgusting, and I'm only telling them to give everyone a sense of where we are in 2023. So I apologize if these offend specifically our women listeners out there. I don't condone these. But guys, this one was from Tim A. Timmeh in the Discord. How do you turn a dishwasher into a floor sweeper?
How, Wes?
I saw it.
You hand her a broom.
Yeah.
And then Stephen C.
Hey, take my wife, please.
Yeah.
And then Stephen C., who jumped in on the sexist jokes, came back with this one. Why are wedding dresses white?
Why?
I don't know.
Why, Wes?
So the dishwasher matches the refrigerator. I thought that was good.
Wives are every single
Kitchen appliance?
Kitchen appliance.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, come on. Grow up. It's 2023. Transgender people are winning beauty pageants, for Christ's sakes. It's time to move on. You know what I mean?
Hey, barefoot in the kitchen, you know?
What? Like how you spelled out their names for everybody.
Yeah, Stephen C. Also got a fun fact because I didn't hear any of you racists on yesterday's show mention the start of Black History Month and how important it is. So I was actually off yesterday because I was having dinner with my group of black friends that you guys don't know about, Jake, Tanner, and their wives, Molly and Claire.
As you do every February 1st.
That's right. They put out quite the spread, so thank you to them for continuing the annual, celebration of inviting me to join the festivities.
I go over there for the start of Black History Month every year.
They provide everything.
That's right. Yeah, they just invite me, and it's been fabulous.
And I listen.
That's right. Yep. It's a little awkward for sometimes when I crack a joke.
Give them a longer month for crying out loud. February's got like 26 days, 23 days. Come on.
Well,
It's
Mark,
already over.
that's what this fun fact is all about.
Give 'em a longer month.
Where did Black history come from, and why do black people get the shortest month to be celebrated? Well, it was actually a black man's choice, believe it or not. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson, he's the scholar often referred to as the father of black history. He established what was called Negro History Week to focus attention on black contributions to civilization. And according to the NAACP, this is all from NPR, by the way, Woodson at the time was only the second black American after W.E.B. Du Bois to earn a doctorate from Harvard University. And he believed that black people should be proud of their heritage, and they should, and that all Americans should understand the largely overlooked achievements of black Americans. So he was the son of a former enslaved person, and he famously said, if a race has no history, if it has no worthwhile tradition, it becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world, and it stands in danger of being exterminated. And that's actually my toast every year at dinner. Is that exact quote?
Of
course.
this event. Right, of course.
Yeah, that's my
a
toast.
great one. That's a classic.
Yeah.
So why did he pick February again?
No, he didn't, Mark. This is
Well, I'm
also
getting to it.
classic.
I'm-
He
no,
picked a week in February, and then somebody else, probably white people, expanded it to in the
Gotcha.
shortest month.
It's because Abraham Lincoln's birthday was February 12th. Frederick Douglass, who was enslaved, didn't know his actual birth date, but chose to celebrate it on February 14th. So it started out as the History Week, evolved into Black History Month, and that's why we celebrate it in February.
And
Also
then
fun.
some senator was like, well, let's expand it. It is the shortest month after all.
Well,
exactly, yeah.
what if
This is
Harriet
perfect.
Tubman? What if Harriet Tubman was born like in March? I would have picked a different. There's a lot of people that were involved in civil rights and stuff.
Well, Mark, that's the thing is that he
he's
only
the
knew
father
the
of
week.
Black history.
They were picking a
February?
week at the time. They were picking a week at the time. It got expanded to a month later.
I'm just saying, it's 3 days shorter.
They didn't think he didn't think ahead. Maybe on that
well,
one a little bit, but
I don't know. He just didn't know the month was on the table, probably.
Right.
Like, had you known,
no chance
Had
of
you
a
known
month,
the
he
month
thought.
was on the table, you're not going to pick like a memorable week in February.
You're right. In hindsight, but what you have to do now is in the future, like if you're going to pick a week, just in case, you got to go out to the biggest it can get, and then month is bigger than week, so you got to pick a good month just in case for future.
Also
better,
fun
like more memorable holidays and stuff. Like
Right.
yeah.
yeah. It's
Well,
cold and dark, and that has
like
kind
March
of been
was
the
just-
history of
I feel
black
like
people in
March
this
was-
country.
31 days March is just sitting there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Is
Also,
it? Yeah.
fun fact: Pride Month is celebrated in June because nobody wants to make out in the streets wearing nothing but a dog collar in January.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't show off your nipple piercings in January.
The headlights would
right.
be on, in January.
So they do it
Yeah.
in June.
You can't show off the Prince Albert.
People's nipples would just be getting ripped apart on their shirts if you
Oh
did it
yeah,
in January.
blood everywhere.
Oh, God.
They're just-
Be a bloodbath.
Right.
oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Good point.
So that's a little history for you and some knowledge to
Thank you,
spread
Les.
throughout this month to all your black friends. First up, a little bit of news. I'm not going to
Is
cover.
that how you greet people during Black History Month, Wes? Is that you just,
Yeah,
like,
I know all about you
come-
guys.
you come up with a good fact.
Yeah. Did you know? I bet you didn't know. I know
you
more
quiz
about
them.
you than you know.
You quiz them, yeah. Smart. Smart.
Yeah. And then I break out that quote. quick news: Tom Brady's retiring again. Who gives a fuck? That's all I want to say about that. He's retiring again. Announced his retirement. Miami's
Cool.
not going to get him. Nobody's going to get him. Who cares?
Guess
He
what?
even said
I
it.
believe it this time, and who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
He even said it in his little. Do you guys watch it? It was like a 58-second.
No, I don't care. No.
It was a post. Well,
Didn't
he
watch
just said he was like, well, he did give himself a little bit of shit. He was like, you only get one written retirement, so this is just going to be like the quick.
He
post.
completely botched his he was Super Bowl champ, right? He had a wife, a supermodel wife. He completely botched the entire past year. I mean,
He did.
he had a family.
couple
stayed
really because he
retired.
could have gone out on top.
That's what I'm saying.
Top. After the Super Bowl win, that was
two,
it.
I should have
That was it.
retired
That was
2
it.
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Anyway, enough about him, weirdo. Moving on to some real news. Speaking of black culture, you guys hear about the missing rappers? That's not a joke. It's real. You guys hear the one about the missing rappers? Yeah, crazy stuff. Here they are. That is Armani Kelly, Dante Wicker, and Montoya Givens. And they have been missing since January 21st. Nobody knows where the fuck they are or
Are they
what
all
has happened.
Are they all from the same town, or are they different?
So they knew each other. They're friends,
Right, yeah,
and
yeah.
they were supposed to perform at a club in Detroit on January 21st, but they never arrived. So the show was canceled because of technical problems. But they were supposed to.
So they
meet
were
up
all
at-
very much in one location at some point. Yes.
Yes.
It wasn't like
yes.
3 rappers from 3 different cities that disappeared. These were
No, the rappers aren't just
friends.
disappearing.
Yeah,
They were.
yeah.
This is a group of rappers that knew
Got it.
each
Right.
other. They
It's
were
a
gonna
rap group. Do they perform together, or is
I
it
think
like
they
3
do, yeah.
separate?
They did.
I think they-
once.
Okay.
Yeah,
But now they're
yeah,
dead.
they
Right.
probably.
There's
Yeah.
a very good chance that they're
They're dead,
They've
yeah.
been.
There's a very good chance they're no longer with us. But they were supposed to meet up at this lounge, and they never showed up. They've been missing 10 days since the event, prompting a search for them. The authorities are calling this an extraordinary case. None of the men's phones have shown any activity since the evening of the canceled show.
Oh, yeah. They're dead.
And the
Sad.
car that one of them
sad.
was driving was found in a nearby city with no signs of the 3 men. And the police chief said that what was the most concerning, candidly, was the fact that there's been no activity on their phones, and it's just crazy. So, of course, their families are worried. We hope they're found safe. We'll keep you updated on this. If they had kidnapped the white girl, they would have been found in hours. But
Right.
Just saying, Black History Month and all. But
No,
yeah,
it's a
they're
good point,
missing.
Wes. I didn't even
Yeah.
hear of this. So, yeah.
Exactly. No, it's not being
It's been
covered.
10 days.
because no
It's
one-
been 10 days, and I had no idea about this. Yeah.
right. So
You'd think
yeah.
they'd get the call out before day 10.
This is Gabby Petito. I'm all over
Oh.
it by now. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, sounds like something really bad happened to these rappers. So hopefully they're found safe and sound. You think the grown men would have said, "Hey, we're over here" by now, but
10 days is a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. No activity at all from any of their cell phones, and they didn't go back to get them.
right.
I think sadly they didn't perform. I think sadly their arriving days are over.
Yeah, it's tough stuff. But had to report on it. Their photos are on the YouTube. If you've seen them, contact the police. Moving on. Got an update on how fucked Alec Baldwin is. I mean, he is fucked. Of course, we know he's been officially charged with the death of Helena Hutchins. 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, along with the armorer on set, Hannah Gutierrez Reed. Here she is, looking upset in the police car. Both of those felonies.
Not upset enough, if you ask
I mean,
me.
not upset.
they knew that this was coming, right? Because of what happened. So.
They must have known this was coming, but I don't know.
Can't
if,
be too much of a shock. Less of a shock than the people that got shot unexpectedly.
Right.
Absolutely. So, 2 felonies they're being charged. One includes a maximum 18-month sentence. The other one has a minimum 5-year sentence, but they can only be charged each with 1 count. So it's either nothing, a little time, or a lot of time. And in those official charges, the Santa Fe County District Attorney called his actions during the fatal shooting, Alec's actions, a reckless deviation from known standards and practices. Okay, so remember when he did the ABC interview and he said he never pulled the trigger? In case you forgot, here's the clip.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger.
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
What did you think happened? How did a real bullet get on that set?
I have no idea. Someone put a live bullet in a gun. A bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property.
So, there's Alec talking to Stephanopoulos. and
saying everything that should have been done but wasn't done.
Right. So the new developments are that prosecutors had also had this to say about. Hang on, what is it? Where'd it go? Had it in here. It's funny. It's going to be worth it. Prosecutors had this to say of that statement.
That is one big pile of shit.
Yeah, there it is. One big pile of shit.
Or you could have put bullshit. Yeah, either one works.
I know. So they said that photos and videos clearly show his finger on the inside of the trigger, on the guard, and on the trigger. And they said that
he
Baldwin
squeezed it.
He also is heard approaching deputies the day of the shooting, and when he walked up to him, he said that he was the one who fired the gun. They have him saying he's the one who fired the gun.
He said it in the moment.
He
and
said
then
it's on the body
recanted
cam. Yeah.
later.
He's like, I'm the one who fired the gun. Talk to me.
I do
So-
think he's going to get the lesser charge, and the armor is going to get the greater charge, though.
I don't know. So anyway,
play that
prosecutors
tape,
also referred to the FBI's analysis, which said the weapon could clearly not accidentally fire. The document also said that Baldwin failed to demand at least 2 safety checks between the armorer and himself prior to the shooting. In addition, if Baldwin had not pointed the gun at Hutchins and Souza, who also shot and almost died, this tragedy would not have occurred. And they called it a reckless deviation. Anyway, now Reed.
Yeah, I mean, I think that fucks both of them in a lot of ways because there's like all kind of protocols about
It was
you're
out
supposed
the
to, like,
window.
yell shit when a gun comes on set, and it's always supposed to be blanks and all this stuff. So they broke so many different rules.
Him lying about the stuff after the fact and his
Yeah,
weird actions after the fact
flip-flopping.
don't help. Don't help.
Yeah.
No, they don't help at all. And so now the armorer on the set, of course, this was her second job, right? She actually sued the prop company back in January and said that they had mixed live rounds and blank rounds together, which is total bullshit. The FBI concluded that was bullshit. And in this new piece of news coming out, prosecutors said that Baldwin was not present for mandatory firearms training prior to the start of the movie. And it says when
He skipped it.
Yeah, he skipped it. And then it says that when Reed booked the training session, the actor was actually scheduled to be at least an hour. Baldwin said on the ABC interview that he spent an hour and a half. And Reed says that no, he did 30 minutes, was on his phone the whole fucking time, couldn't have cared less about anything I was saying, and talking to his family, blah, blah, blah. So they're turning against each other. Baldwin and Reed are just turning against each other.
Now that the charges are coming down, yeah.
for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
If
She
Baldwin was
pulled the
already
trigger.
that's why he was out trying to get ahead of it. He was trying to spin the narrative before the trial started because I'm sure he knew this was all coming.
He's
and-
got movies to make, too.
Yeah.
You know, that he had said that stuff on body cam and all that. So
Yeah. Also, what's playing into Hannah, the armorer's hand, is that her lawyers, I don't know if this is true, but her lawyers are saying, quote, Hannah pleaded to provide more firearms training. She was denied and brushed aside, and she asked to be able to perform her armorer duties more for safety reasons, but she was told to focus on props. Then she asked Halls, who was the other guy who pled guilty to a misdemeanor, got like 6 months probation. He was the first assistant director. She asked him if they could do a rehearsal with a plastic gun, and he was like, no, we want a real gun. And Baldwin asked to be called back to the church Hannah asked to be called back to the church if Baldwin was going to use the real gun, and Halls didn't call her back. So Halls fucked up, Hannah fucked up, Baldwin fucked up, everyone fucked up. Yeah,
Right.
but
It was
this
just
is big. It's
gross
good
negligence
because
across the
it
board.
shows that Reed was actually maybe trying to do her job and was kind of thwarted from doing her job by the first AD and Baldwin himself, who just wasn't paying attention to anything she was fucking saying. So, I mean, I think Baldwin might get fucked here. I think she's going to get the lesser sentence.
No.
I think he might get the fuck.
He's got the
bigger
better
sentence.
lawyers. He's got more money. He's going to get the lesser sentence.
Yeah. So.
it's definitely a David versus Goliath in the legal sense, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like in
not-
terms of like what they can afford to.
All of his lawyers are going to be like just going after her so hard. Like they're like
So trial. I think he's got a hearing to appear in front of a judge in a couple weeks, but that trial is going to be amazing. Must watch TV.
Must
so we'll
watch.
keep you posted on it.
Real
Keep
quick.
posted on that.
Real quick before you go to the next one. Are you done with that one? Something
Yeah, I'm
must
done, yep.
must be addressed in the live comments. We do
that?
the live show. So tune in 7:15 p.m. Eastern every weeknight. Our boy James England, our buddy, who's out in the Midwest, a black guy out in the Midwest, says, interview one of them, you pussies. Lol. How about we are tomorrow night? Our boy
Yeah,
Brevin
we're talking about his
Galloway
nuts.
of Clemson. We're interviewing him, okay? And then further evidence, James, not only were you not listening to the fact that we're interviewing Brevin tomorrow night,
James, are you telling me that Wes's Wes's speech didn't do it for you?
No, then listen to this.
I bet you didn't know any of that, James.
Look at this. Earlier, James says, yo, going to my boy's orchestra concert to watch him rip up the violin. That's the least black thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, James? We are interviewing Brevin tomorrow night.
Is that an
Gonna go watch
electric
violin? Anyway,
Well,
had to be addressed.
yeah, James, we're interviewing a basketball player tomorrow, for Christ's sakes. Jesus.
Yeah, not a violinist.
Yeah. Talking about his nuts, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever, James. Bet you didn't know any of the stuff I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Wes did the whole segment.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think James was listening. He's just,
I know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I love
He's focused on violin.
Yeah. And
I mean, it sounds like a good concert, though. To be fair to James, so
That's true.
Sure.
Good luck to his buddy. Good luck.
One in a million.
Good luck to Damon.
black violinist. That's rare.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to be black, Wes. It could be his friend.
Oh, I thought James only hung out with black guys.
No, he has
Okay.
white parents that adopted him. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
man, this has been a great contribution to Black
Yeah.
History Month. This episode.
That's
Yeah.
right. It has.
This is Wes's fault. I had a good joke about the violin concert.
Yeah, let's go too far. That brings us to.
The cream of the crop!
Made it awkward.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's time for some monkey business. Literally monkey business, because there is clearly a monkey stealing, mafia ring running rampant at the zoos in America right now, and it's got to be stopped. I don't know what's going on. First up, we got an update about the those two wise-looking emperor tamarin monkeys that were stolen from the Dallas Zoo. They have
got
been found,
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
good.
found in a house of God, no less. The two monkeys were located at a community house for the Family Center Church of God in Christ in Lancaster, Texas. It was like 20 miles from the zoo, and were found by the pastor's daughter for the church. And according to her, Tanya Thomas, they also found some other animals in the house, including birds, cats. She said possibly chickens. Not sure what possibly means. If there's
They found like the pad, the thief's
fucking
pad. Is that
chickens
this
or not.
place?
Yeah. They found his hideout. They found his little makeshift zoo that he was
Hiding in a church. Oh my!
Yeah,
goodness.
it was like it's a community house that like they have at churches, and it was boarded up because they're trying to renovate it a little bit because it's like a piece of shit, and they didn't want any vagrants like this guy to fucking break in and live there. It has no power.
But
It
he
has
did.
no,
thief moved in.
but he
Yeah.
did, and he brought animals.
Damn.
How long do you think he
yeah.
was living there, realizing no one was coming before he was like,
He or she,
I'm gonna
who
steal,
knows?
right? I'm gonna steal some animals. He's like, there's no way anyone's coming in. It's time to steal some very rare animals.
Right. Need some cats. Need some
Yeah.
birds. Need
Leopards.
some monkeys. Yeah.
I wonder how
leopards,
much this happens though. Like with all the COVID shutdowns and like buildings that were just vacant for a couple years. Like, do you think a lot of dudes like this could have moved in, or
Absolutely,
Whatever.
absolutely. A lot of, I mean, anytime there's a vacant building, I mean, it's
You fit in where you get in during a COVID and recession. Will
right?
Right.
So
So
if you got a vacant building that you've been wondering about, it's probably a good time to check on it right now.
Yeah, 100%, especially in the wintertime.
bring a weapon.
Yeah. So they first noticed there was some activity.
There
at
could
the
be
house.
leopards and homeless people in there.
Yeah, no shit. So they first noticed some activity at the house before Christmas, and this woman, the daughter of the pastor, says that she recognized this guy. Somehow she recognized. Dallas police have put out this video of the suspect walking around. I guess he's eating a bag of chips or something around the time that the monkeys went missing, and she was like, "I think that's the guy that has been to our church." And she says that he's a nice guy, young guy, but also a fucking weirdo, basically is what she said. And, in the video, he's just walking around with a hoodie. There's really no clear,
So not
indication
an employee of the zoo, most likely.
Well, we don't know. I
But
mean,
how
maybe it could be.
But how did he get in? Wow, they have a good video of him. So
Yeah.
if that is him though, and if he's not an employee, how was he in on Monday when it was closed to steal the monkeys?
Don't know.
Wow.
But again,
Must have a key somehow,
he must have a
or know where a
big
gate
key.
gets left open somehow.
He must have a lot of keys,
a
like
big
janitor
key.
keys.
You make a master key. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like janitor keys.
Janitor.
Yeah, they love
those
keys.
the bigger the key, the more doors you open.
Yeah. But hey, again, luckily they were found. They were found in a fucking closet. There's a picture of them inside this closet. I guess he put like a fence in there so they could like jump around. I mean, he looks like he was trying to like,
Habitate it for him. Yeah.
I mean, the monkey looks like it's okay. I mean, the monkey look. I'm glad he's doing okay. The monkey looks like he's okay. He's got that beautiful mustache on him.
Yeah. So after some checks, they quarantined them for a while, make sure they didn't catch any weird diseases out there before reintroducing them to the zoo. They're fine. The Dallas Zoo has offered $25,000. They upped their reward to any information leading to the rest of this guy doing this. Maybe take some of that money and put it into a few cameras or some locks. I don't know.
They upped it from 10K to 25K.
Yep, it went to 25,000.
Ooh, they want this guy.
It's getting close to turn on your friend money. One more.
Oh, yeah. It's already there. Especially this weirdo. It sounds like nobody likes him. Nobody might even know him. But anyway, I got bad news for the Dallas Zoo is that this guy's already moved on. He's not in Texas anymore because he's already moved to Louisiana, where 12 squirrel monkeys that look like this have gone missing from Louisiana.
Zoo. Not Louisiana.
Great. That's a great name.
Louisiana. Will, do you know about Louisiana?
No, but I wish I did. I wish I'd been there.
Yeah, they've been over. It's like one of these private, for-profit zoos, not run by any it's like Snake Farm down here in Austin, and they've got a bunch of animals. It's in where is it? It's
they just love zoos.
It's like a big cat sanctuary where you have to pay.
Broussard.
Yeah,
it's in Broussard.
Broussard.
Yeah. So they said that 12 monkeys were stolen, and these things are tiny. Here's one next to a guy's face. I mean, they're called squirrel monkeys for a reason. They're like the size of a fucking squirrel.
Size of a squirrel.
Yeah, 12 of them could fit in a backpack.
Did it get that guy in the face a few times, or did he show up just like that?
I think that guy's probably on drugs.
He's a monkey handler, and I think part of that job is that you do meth.
Those look like cigarette burns.
You got to stay up to keep up with monkeys and squirrel monkeys. Imagine a whole cage of squirrel monkeys, and you got to stay up with these things.
I think he might have put the pipe a little too close to his face a few times.
You're gonna need some uppers.
That's what he did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. So here's the enclosure. They also said that they have no idea, apparently, from CNN. They don't even know how many squirrel monkeys they had to begin with, but they know that about 12 are missing. So just, they're running a real tight ship over there.
Give or take.
Yeah. Running a real tight ship over there at Louisiana.
Well, they're like, these things reproduce like squirrels. So what do you want us to do? They're called squirrel monkeys.
Yeah, it's amazing they caught him because they could have been like, if he'd waited till one of them gave birth, he would have got away with it probably, right? They wouldn't even known.
Yeah, but could it be the same guy?
Yes.
I don't know.
Texas and Louisiana are very close together. So
they are a day's drive away.
It's almost certain, Wes, that it's the same exact.
I mean, it's got to be, right? I mean, what's with all these monkeys going missing?
Or this guy just inspired someone.
Right. Copycat?
Yeah.
Could be. We could have a copycat monkey theft.
What if it's a ring, like Wes said at the beginning?
I mean, look, how much money, like if someone really wants a squirrel monkey, you could probably sell it to them for $5,000 easy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Are you kidding me?
Really wanted it, yeah.
Those 5 times 12, that's a $60,000 haul.
That's an easy day's work, too. Just
how
go in there and
hard
grab
is
them.
it to get your hands on a squirrel monkey, though?
Not hard with food, probably.
Dude, do you think Louisiana's got security?
No.
Here's
the enclosure they were in.
Does it get you put on a list if you Google how much for a squirrel monkey?
Yeah, but who cares?
No.
Just Google it.
No, put it. Yeah, find out how it is.
Maybe they'll reach out to you, the guy who stole it. Maybe he's searching for who searched.
Yeah,
for
does
that.
he have a listing? I'll try to find it on Craigslist.
Yeah. So they're still searching for these things. They posted on their Facebook. They went missing before midnight on Saturday, January 28th. It was closed. They're calling it a break-in for now. It was closed for some repairs. The closure had nothing to do with the thefts. So again, another closed zoo, another monkey theft, not far from Texas.
So
I don't know.
Wes,
You do the math.
You were not very far off. A squirrel monkey can cost easily between $2,000 to $4,000.
Yep.
There you go.
So there you go. So that's 30 to 40 grand.
That's
now,
a
that's
backpack
nice.
full of cash.
That's nice for one day's work. Like you just grab them. Now I got to be honest with you. I think that what this is going to cause at some point is someone that is a zoo expert, if it's already not a zoo expert, that knows the very expensive animals, and they have access to tranquilizers, and they're gonna steal like a $500,000 larger animal and be inspired by these
Unless
bozos.
this guy-
They're gonna be inspired by these idiots that are like, doing this, right?
They're going to
And
make an example out of this Dallas guy, though.
I think
for
someone's
sure.
going to realize they could retire if they just, steal the
How much were those
Siberian
tamarin monkeys?
tiger or something.
Those emperor tamarin monkeys are probably super expensive too.
Oh,
Google
those are
it.
way more than squirrel monkeys.
25
You could probably
grand.
get 25 grand for those.
Exactly
things.
for the pair, dude.
What
for
are
a
they called?
mating pair or something.
I think they were named Bella and Finn. Was the
Emperor
pair?
tamarin.
Oh, for a pair, yeah, male and female that could fucking produce more tamarin emperor monkeys.
Get out of town. That's like 100 grand.
First thing that
That's a
came up
golden
was
goose.
first thing that came up was monkeys for sale.
Yeah, no, Mark, don't click that. Don't. It's a honey pot. That's a
Yeah,
that's a
no
honey
kidding.
pot. Don't click that one.
Monkeys for sale. You kidding me?
There's only a
would
few states where you can get these things. I think like Ohio is one of them, where Tiger King was or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. We got
That's
we got to get to
definitely
the
the
bottom of it.
FBI.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The first link that shows up when you Google the price. Yeah. It just goes monkeys for sale!
Rats.
Exclamation point.
I'm getting a knock on the door tomorrow. I'm in Texas. That would be foolish to click on.
See, they're saying that the quick Google search says that tamarin monkeys are even less, but they
1800 I
are
saw.
way cooler looking.
1800,
Yeah,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
wow,
2000.
that's a deal. You got to go for.
But
the
not.
tamarins.
I don't know about an emperor tamarin.
if you're
No,
buying.
yeah, I think
monkeys.
maybe it's because they don't live as long. They come out of the womb with that old face. Probably about longevity.
Is it illegal to own these things? Like, do you have to be a zoo to own a
No,
tamarin monkey?
people can
or a
own fucking
squirrel monkey?
chimpanzees in some
Depends
states.
on the
That's
state.
why that lady
Yeah.
got her face
Yeah.
ripped off
Yep.
in Nevada, I think. Nevada.
Yeah, because the next thing we're going to talk about is surprisingly legal here, but not in China.
But hey, that coffee was brought to you by us, by our store, store.hardfactor.com. So
We're all wearing the merch right now.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at that!
Eric's
What
gonna
a
pull
fun
some merch
surprise.
up. Look at that! Look at all that beautiful gear. Macho Man collection, Freedom, Fat Boy Summer. We'll have some new Fat Boy Summer coming out. Obviously, I've got to update the.
You think
Yuri
anyone-
Christmas?
Did anyone buy a Yuri Christmas ball?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I
well,
think actually one person did buy an ugly sweater, Yuri
okay.
Christmas sweater. But yeah, we'll have some new stuff in there. But again, shirts are fabulous, much more comfortable. Support the show.
Oh yeah, we're modeling them right now. I love, and we added the OD green for Army folks and other whoever else can wear it, and
right.
other colors. We have the black and the navy and stuff. The comfort tees so comfortable,
That's right.
so comfortable.
Well, there you go. That brought to us by us. Now Louis has moved on to West because he knows he can't afford me. He wants an accent.
I don't do it. I don't do it as well though. I don't do it as well though, Louis.
I think I have a accent on Florida Man Friday, patreon.com.
Ooh, yes, you pay to get in on that.
Little soccer incident.
It's a great accent. I'd say.
People are calling us racist in the comments because.
Oh, no, they're not.
I'm not even going to address it.
No,
because
they're not.
what
James
they're
lo-
saying is racist.
James loved it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, this guy Make Memorial.
He's just
is
having
the
some
real
fun.
Racist.
He's having some fun.
Okay,
with us.
okay.
He's not. He's just joking. He's just,
Look, everybody,
Okay. Take offense to that. My friends
comedy
would not.
show,
My friends
right?
would not be happy with that.
it's a comedy show. Wes will bring his black friends on the
Yeah,
show
yeah,
to
yeah,
do
to
a
prove
live
it.
apology.
We'll prove it.
If,
We'll call.
another dinner.
We'll call.
if you require.
We'll call a black friend right now on Skype. turn it right on camera.
That's right. Anyway, that's the coffee.
That's how you celebrate Black History Month.
Prove you have black friends. Yeah.
That's right. Tell them about my toast.
I think
right.
we handled it fine.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, get out of here, YouTube live commenters. Okay,
More of that in February.
let's move on, guys. Let's move on to a story I'm calling. I'd be more worried about the shark versus human war if I was you. And I'm specifically wrote that for you two because
You have been more worried about the sharks.
yeah, I'm telling you, the sharks are a little bit more dangerous than the whales, and I've got proof. That's right, fellas. I know that you guys like to talk about the coming human versus whale war a lot, and that still may
It's here.
happen. Well, that still may happen. It may be here or whatever before AI eventually destroys all organic life, so it
Right.
won't matter after that.
Yeah,
but-
it's laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah.
Right. So the whale versus human, this bickering may happen, but I'd be more worried about the shark versus human war if I were you, because I think right now, even if the human versus whale is happening, shark versus human is more deadly, I believe. And I've got some proof today.
You got some receipts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, How about, if you don't believe me, how about a total decapitation? How about that?
Whoa, I saw this. Yeah, that's pretty grisly.
Yeah, it's bad, huh? The great white shark totally decapitated a diver in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Mexico last month. The horrific attack came on January 5th as 53-year-old Manuel Lopez was diving for scallops. And these scallops are normally about 35 to 59 feet below the surface of the ocean. And he was in a boat with 2 other people. They were using hose air supply, like where you dive down and the hose goes above your mask and it goes up to the boat. People on the boat are like, making sure you can breathe.
Like a 20s scuba diver.
Right.
Right.
It's like, I think it's like a sort of like an affordable way to dive for scallops.
Yeah,
Like a guy who's begging to get eaten by a shark because it takes forever to pull you back up.
Yeah. Well, so they were doing that. And he was down there. He's going for the hose, and they were using, they were right near the town of Paradon, Colorado, in the Gulf of California, at about 11:30 a.m. on that day, January 5th.
California, was it a great white?
Yeah, great white shark, decapitated.
Jesus.
When all of a sudden they said, he was diving when the animal attacked him, impressively ripping off his head and biting both shoulders, said Jose Bernal, who was speaking on behalf of the slain fisherman. So he said that to sharktracking.com.
So he bit him off nips up. He bit him from the nips up and just swallowed.
Just bit off his entire shoulders and head.
From the, not below the neck, 6 inches below the neck all the way across the torso. Bit him off.
Technically decapitated him, but he,
took a big chunk of him.
Yeah.
That's got to be a huge fucking shark to do that. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
massive
Manuel
sharks.
might have been a little guy, but,
You know what? This is probably a fucked up thought, but the worst part of that is he was the brain, right? Like, I don't know if he suffered the spinal cord, if that's immediate death, but he probably was like aware for about 60 seconds inside the shark.
Yeah. Well, your head, because you still have the blood from the shoulders.
He's like, what just happened there? I'm inside a shark.
yeah,
Part
'cause
of it.
isn't it like the guillotine? They say you can like look
Right.
up and see your headless
Oh, and
body.
imagine
right?
if the shark
Yeah.
has your whole shoulders, then it's a couple
He got
more.
shark guillotined, and now he's just he just knows he's inside a shark and he's dead.
Yeah,
That
that's bad. And his friend Jose, who for some reason was talking about how impressive it was, the shark's bite that took his friend's head off. He continued.
It was amazing.
He continued to explain that they had all been warned that pregnant great whites were everywhere in the Gulf of California during December and January when this happened. Just itching to mistake a diver for a seal, right, guys? That's what these shark apologists say. They're like, oh yeah, they don't
Well, hold
really
on.
want to kill you; they just mistake you for
time
a
out.
seal.
The sharks are pregnant. They're smart. They know the humans are dangerous. They're not
Yeah.
going to fuck around.
You think a pregnant shark didn't want to bite his head off? Yeah,
Listen,
Right.
a pregnant woman will bite your head off.
Exactly.
A fucking shark will do the same thing.
Pregnant bear. You go near a pregnant bear, it's going to fuck you up.
right. They're like, oh, he mistaked it for a seal. No, like,
Yeah.
no,
They gotta feed their babies.
It bit his whole head off. And in this same area in the Gulf of California, they had a nearly identical death in the last year, 2022.
Jesus. So there's
Didn't
a
learn.
man. There's a man killer.
Didn't learn from it.
Well,
It's a- no.
multiple
Well,
Wes. There's so many sharks. So
she got pregnant twice.
Sluts out there fucking and biting heads off.
Irish twins. Yeah.
do you think it's just one prego shark that's doing this?
Listen, a lot of time when it comes to shark attacks, there's at least from what I've seen, there's like a rogue shark, or like it's like with tigers too. It's just for some reason they get a taste.
It's a Tillicum. Just why don't you,
Yeah.
like a whale? Like
makes
Tillicum.
sense,
Tillicum
okay.
was a human killer, right? Not all
Whatever it
orcas
is.
are, but Tillicum
Right.
was.
There are very few that are just man eaters,
Right.
and they will hunt men.
So you're saying that sharks, Wes, you're normally cool with great whites, but
Listen,
in
I'm
this
not going to
case-
swim with them, but I don't think that they're all. I think that most attacks on people are accidental, but some actually do target humans.
for sure.
The reason that I was against the whales and not necessarily the sharks. Sharks are very, very dangerous and very powerful animals, but they're stupid. They got shark brain. They got fish brain.
The whales are smart.
The whales are way smarter. So I'm just thinking the whales are more devious. That's
You're
all I'm
thinking
saying.
that they could be a more dangerous adversary.
Correct.
When
way
the
more
tide
dangerous
turns.
adversary than stupid
When
sharks.
the tide turns, and you just think that we can just crush sharks, no
Yeah.
problem.
A shark's a
Right.
stupid fish. That's
It's
all it is.
it's got a fish brain.
It is a stupid fish.
Yeah.
But it could bite your fucking head off.
Powerful,
Literally.
stupid fish.
Yeah. Literally, like it did to R.I.P. Manuel Lopez.
Yes, R.I.P.
Of Mexico.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's a tough one. And why are these sharks so mad, guys? Why do I think we need to be worried about this war? Maybe it's because of people like Chinese food blogger Tizzy, Tizi, T-I-Z-I.
She looks
she's
a little
cute,
tizzy.
Yeah, a little bit. She's holding a dead alligator in the photo
Yeah.
I'm showing you guys. She's a cute young blogger, not afraid to get her hands dirty, eat predators. Like I say, she's holding this dead alligator. What do you guys think of the photograph of her?
I think it's an insane picture.
Schoolgirl outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the schoolgirl outfit's great. How old is she?
I have no idea.
Probably
Say
not
that.
old. Probably not old enough to say that comment. Yeah.
Probably should have looked that up, Wes, and I'm sorry I didn't.
Probably that's
especially for
actually a
you.
schoolgirl outfit for a
Especially
reason.
for you.
I don't think she was cosplaying.
Her real
Take it back.
name is. She was definitely cosplaying. Her real name is Jin Mumu, and she is in deep doo-doo with the officials in Nanchang in the southwestern province of Sichuan, China, for posting a video to Douyin in Kaishu, which I'm pretty sure is Chinese TikTok. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's correct. And that was in July of 2022. And it was of her buying and eating a great white shark. And the CCP fined Tizzy $18,500 or 125,000 Chinese yuan.
So what the hell, Tizzy? What are you doing?
Yeah, because they say that this video is in violation of the wild animal protection law of the People's Republic of China, and that illegal possession of a great white shark could also lead to a prison term of between 5 and 10 years. So
Illegal possession of a great white shark or alligator?
shark,
well,
the shark. This is all
what
about
the hell's
great
her
white.
problem? She has the picture with the alligator too. She's got an issue with animals.
She loves eating predators, and like her and
Yeah.
her family, they cook it up and shit. And apparently, China cracked down on buying and selling of wild animals in February 2020 in an effort to try and cover up the Wuhan lab leak. You know, they were like, "Oh, it was the wild animals, so we'll stop selling and buying great whites." And so hopefully Tizzy doesn't get shipped off to Xinjiang for eating some shark.
They
in my
just put
opinion.
they just put Tizzy's family and a bunch of Lakers out of business.
Right,
As
because
a scapegoat, even though the lab was right next door. Yeah.
Right, scapegoats for the COVID virus leak. Anyways, Tizzy purchased the shark for 7,700 yuan, and that's 1,141 American dollars in
Damn.
April of
getting this fucking
2022.
money.
Yeah, dude, a whole great white. You'll see. I'm gonna show you the video.
Oh,
If
she's
you
trying
wanna
to
see it.
she's trying to flip this
Yeah.
great white. Yeah, we want to see
Yeah,
it.
of course. It's shocking though. Just gonna make you guys know.
It's
She
a dead.
really goes
It's a
through it.
dead great white. Yeah.
Right. And so she bought it, and you could buy that on Alibaba's Taobao shopping website, just like on the public internet. So she bought it on the internet, and then she butchered the shark, like I am probably butchering all these Chinese words, grilled it, and ate it for her 8 million followers at the time. Right.
Oh, there's where she's getting the money, Wes.
That's awesome.
But then some of her
Taobao.
followers got angry due to the laws in China, you know, saying that it's illegal. I don't know if it's ever since 2020 or what, but people in China started to get upset. The government got upset. They fined her and everything. The investigation started in August. Now she's charged with everything I just told you guys. But since killing and eating shark is totally legal in the United States of America, which I didn't realize till I did this story,
Even
including
white?
great whites. Yeah.
Really?
Do you guys want to see the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna you can only hear 5 seconds of sound, her like introducing it. Then we got to turn it off because she put a bunch of weird songs on here. I'm sure we would get like, you know, taken down or whatever. Here we go.
我的大货呢？对，最后最后。哇塞，这么大！
It's so
So
loud.
that's her. Yeah, that's her vibe right there. And she's excited, jumping around the shark, cutting the shark package open, showing it to the kids.
This girl's a psychopath.
Yeah, now there's the shark exposed, slapping the shark.
It's like a 7-footer, not very big, 6-footer.
Yeah, it's
She's
as big as
laying
her.
next
She's
to
laying
it.
next to the shark.
She is a
shows-
sick puppy. Yeah.
That's her family taking the shark to the grill pit, her chopping up the vegetables. And then she
scallion.
keeps doing number one. You notice she does a lot of number ones.
That's her slogan.
Chopping up the shark right here.
Number
chopping
one
up-
psycho.
And then she puts
like
it
a
on an open
swordfish.
grill. That's the tail on an open grill, so it's massive.
That looks
Look
like
at
it's
that.
going to be delicious. Yeah.
It does though, doesn't it? It's like 3-4 feet long. There's the head and the body going into a deep fry.
Some
That's going into
Sichuan
oil.
cooking down there with
Yeah.
some Sichuan peppers. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Number
I'm with
one
it.
again. She's number one in
Number
it again.
one.
Okay, now dry rub after it's done on the
Gucci.
tail.
dude, she
And
is
then look at
a
this.
fucking baller.
eating
Whoa,
it straight off the
savage.
tail. She eats the shark tail.
She kind of looks like a zombie already. Like she
Oh,
that's
this
like
is a
her
horror movie.
makeup,
Yeah, she looks like a zombie.
the orange spices everywhere. You
Yeah.
got to be kidding me.
It looks
So,
tough.
what do you think there?
8 million people follow that psycho, huh?
Yeah, in China. Yeah, she's huge. She's massive. Massive star.
Look, I'm an adventurous eater. I would absolutely eat this great white shark. It's just a fish, but she's a weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I would eat great white shark too. That looked delicious, but not like the style she ate it in the zombie makeup and then laying next to its body
Right.
and rolling around next to it and stuff.
Well, she's a show woman, Mark.
Right.
I gotta say, and I'm pretty sure you guys are right. The end part of her eating the meat off the tail like an animal is what everybody's so upset about, especially the sharks, and that's why I think that the sharks may be upset with the shark-human war. Maybe a
Tizzy
little bit
made
more
a
serious.
statement. Tizzy made a statement to the sharks.
But guys, I think
declaration,
Mark's
yeah.
right. She made a statement. I think she's just a fantastic marketer, and that she knows how to make a splash, and that's what she was trying to do. Also, to be fair, we're not exactly a pro TikTok podcast, so fuck TikTok. I stand with Tizzy on this one. I'm pretty sure that TikTok is the people who is basically going against her here. Tizzy claims, quote, "It may look vicious, but its meat is truly very tender," saying of great white sharks. I've read that it's insanely high in mercury and tastes terrible. So don't know
there's
if
a
Tizzy's
reason.
right about that.
They're not on the fucking menu.
right.
Right.
You don't see
There's a
shark
reason that
everywhere.
America doesn't even ban it and nobody wants it.
Right.
No.
What'd you say that
No,
website
tuna
she got it
steak.
from was? That sounds like a
It's
very dark website.
Alibaba's Taobao shopping
Taobao.
website.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like something that
You
should
can
be
get a full.
outlawed.
You can get a full shark there.
You can
That's
get a kid
basically what
there.
the government's
Yeah.
saying. She's like, I got it legally through Taobao's website, and they're like, oh, that's not necessarily legal. And it's like, well, then, but you allow it.
VPN.
When Tizzy gets on Taobao, all bets are off. Yeah. All right.
Jeez.
Look, I've been giving the ladies a bit of a hard time this week. I did 2 women segments since not even the end of the week yet. So now it's time to give the fellas a bit of a hard time. Fair is fair. We're going to call this segment Dicks, and you'll find out why pretty soon. So you can find, I'd say you can find a lot of strange things at a Mobile, Alabama gas station, wouldn't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you show up at like the crack of dawn, like just like when it's going from dark to light. That's
Mobile
exactly.
is though like surprisingly nice for Alabama, I'll say.
Well, why don't you hold that thought? That's
It's
exactly.
coastal, you know.
Why don't you hold on a few minutes? That's exactly what happened to a few unlucky people that were filling up gas just after 6 a.m. Monday, probably getting ready to go to work, as well as the employees working the gas station. Those folks saw surely the strangest things they've ever seen at a gas station, and that is a severed penis laying near pumpkin.
Holy fuck.
What?
Severed penis.
Severed penis. According to the gas station employee JR, which is a great name for a gas station employee, he said, quote, "It was a whole dick." So sounds like JR was impressed. This guy was a shower. It was an entire penis that he saw.
They didn't just cut off half the dick.
No,
It
he
was
said-
the whole thing.
He said it was a whole dick! Exclamation points. And so he was impressed. Now it's unclear how the penis got to the gas station. Like, although, like as of now, the Mobile Police Department's not suggesting it's a murder or assault. They're saying we're not investigating it as a murder or assault. There is no dick fairy out there chopping off dicks, according to them. But it gets weird because the local newspaper, which is who interviewed JR about the dimensions of the severed penis, is reporting. Is reporting that security camera footage from the gas station shows a black truck pulling up at 6:15 a.m. and when the truck pulled away, the penis, quote, fell onto the parking lot surface.
Oh.
Jesus.
So
Right?
there's somebody in a black truck just cutting dicks off.
It makes it sound like black truck had a dick in their car the whole time and just finally tossed it. They were done with that dick, right? But how did they get that dick? You got to interview black truck driver, right?
Yeah.
Did
you
they?
know- You want to get to the bottom of it.
Not yet. Not that we know of. Not that the public knows of. Sir or ma'am, how did that big hole dick get in your car?
They don't have the web.
Good question.
I mean, on the security camera, they don't have the license plate number of the black truck.
They might. That's all. This is all breaking. We don't know. They may have interviewed him by now. Now, but
If
get
they
this.
have the visual of the dick flopping on
Yeah.
the
To
ground
the
and not the license plate, that's a big dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Huge
Wes.
dick.
It's a
Wes.
big dick. JR couldn't believe it.
It's like a forearm dropping to the ground.
JR could
we
not
can see the
believe how
dick.
big it was. Yeah. But it gets even crazier because now the New York Post and some other like periodicals or whatever are reporting that a lot of people are saying that they think the dick belonged to 29-year-old Christopher Means, who died near the gas station in a horrific motorcycle accident like that same morning when he lost control and was of his motorcycle and was struck by multiple vehicles. So RIP to Christopher. Only one car reportedly stuck around at the scene. No word on if that was a black truck and if that guy just took Christopher's cleanly severed dick that was lying on the red asphalt or what was going on there. Could it have been sleight of dick? And the dick never was in the black truck in the gas station footage, but like a bird, like a bird carried it, and then when the truck drove away, dropped it, and it looked like it fell off. Could it have been sleight of dick?
He was hit so hard.
Could the
in
dick have flown
wreck,
into the car?
The dick ejected to the truck bed.
Into the truck bed.
Yeah.
Or it was just coincidence that the one psycho
R.I.P. driving
driving along who would pick up a random severed dick was driving along at that time and picked it up.
Could be
Yes,
a bird.
That's a 1 in a billion shot.
Like,
Could
is
be
that
a
a
bird.
dick?
Could be a psycho.
Yeah.
It could have been a flying dick from impact.
Well, I can't believe my luck.
Might be sleight of dick.
I normally go left back there. I decided to go right and found this dick.
I don't know, but I'm not super pumped about living in that town until I get some concrete answers on why that dick was found at a gas
It's
station.
tough, Mark, because it's one of the southern coastal towns where you're kind of close to beaches. So that's tough because you personally may have considered Mobile at one point.
Have they done an
it's out for
autopsy
now.
on the guy?
Well,
and-
see, that's the
and
thing, Wes.
confirmed?
I need the autopsy guy to come out and say that motorcyclist showed up to the morgue dickless, or I'm not getting a good night's sleep in Mobile.
Yeah. No shit.
I need him to say,
I'm not dating
no,
anyone.
He showed up with some severed limbs, and he had no dick when he showed up in the morgue because,
I'm breaking up with my girlfriend immediately.
yeah.
No matter who she is. You could be
Tough.
the dick slayer.
Where did the dick come
How do
from?
I know?
You just got to thank if you're in Mobile right now, you just have to thank your lucky stars for your own dick. You just got to
right.
just grab it and just say, you know what, I'm doing okay.
And it's alarming to me that the cops are all nonchalant, like not investigating it for murder. To me, that screams they
Right.
got a serial dick,
I was gonna ask
dick
at the
slicer on their
beginning.
hands, and they don't want to upset the public. I think.
How do you not
I
kill
think-
somebody
I think
by
this is
chopping
not
a
the
dick
fir-
off?
I don't think this is the first dick they've seen laying around.
No. Well, also, Mark, how is it not attempted murder when you just clean chop a dick off?
Well,
It's got to be at least
I
attempted
mean-
murder because when you bleed out,
I mean,
Yeah,
people
you
are
would.
so scared. They're saying it's the motorcyclist because they're trying to explain it away. Because if it's not, it's just a
They're lying to
very,
themselves.
very dark reality in Mobile.
deluding
Similar to the
themselves.
Idaho before they found the psycho there.
it's not good.
They want to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah,
Human
exactly.
motorcyclists.
penises falling off of trucks.
The guys would be fleeing Mobile if they were like, it's a serial dick cutter offer. Anyways, that one was about a literal dick. This next one is about a punk kid who's definitely a dick, as in like that kid's a dick. Right? So let's meet 6-year-old Mason from Chesterfield Township, Michigan. Here he is holding up like Monopoly money or something because the kid has no concept of money, which you'll find out soon.
Yeah,
Little
he
prick.
looks like he's going to get into trouble.
Little jerk. He used his dad's Grubhub account that had his credit or debit card pre-saved in the app to order over $1,000 worth of food from multiple local restaurants this past weekend.
Probably a good meal, though. That sounds
Oh,
kind of
yeah. $1,000?
tasty.
Yeah. Mason Stonehouse, by the way, was at home with his dad, Keith, this Saturday. That's Keith Stonehouse. Keith Stone. Pretty easy Halloween costume choice for Keith each year.
Yeah. Keystone guy.
Keith Stonehouse. Okay, sure. That's not a fake name. Keith was at home with Mason, and Mom was out with her friends watching movies and shopping on Saturday, and Keith Stone was full-on Keith Stone mode, ignoring his son, who took him to the cleaners, probably out of spite for drinking and watching adult programming or whatever he was doing besides parenting, right? And so the doorbell kept ringing, and Keith kept getting up to answer it with a beer in his hand, and all of a sudden there's 5 large orders of jumbo shrimp, there's salads, there's chicken pita sandwiches, chili cheese fries, ice cream, grape leaves, rice. It just kept coming. The
If he
doorbell
was
kept
drunk,
ringing.
though, yeah. He might have enjoyed it when he was drunk.
That's true. He had some of the food. He could have taken down $80 to $100 worth of that 1,000, a tenth of it.
Now, Keith Stone strikes me as a man who may get high and drunk and
Yeah.
order too much food and then blame it on his kid.
$1,000 worth from 8 restaurants.
Hey, you can freeze that shit. You can put it in the fridge.
No, his wife
Times
was
are
coming
tough.
home in like 3 hours, Wes. He's not going to order 1,000. So he kept answering the door, beer in hand. And he was like, why does this keep happening? He said, quote, this was like something out of a Saturday Night Live sketch. He also said that he's still not laughing about it. It's like 3 days later. He said, I was probably a 9.5 out of 10 angry while it was happening. The next day, I was still at an 8, and now I'm about at a 3. I don't really find it funny yet, but I can laugh with people a little bit. It's a lot of money, and it kind of came out of nowhere. Translation, I wanted to kill the little shit, is basically what Keith was saying. My dad would have slapped several layers of skin off my ass with a belt, and I would do the same if it wasn't for the boy's mama who's sweet on him. You know, that's what I saw from that quote. Yeah.
That's tough too. And I with the sun coming in a couple months here, I'm worried about that already. That I'm going to be prevented. That
A
I'm
little
that,
bit aggressive.
Yeah. No. That there's going to be situations where there's going to need to be
Gonna be upset with the boy. Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm going to
protect
be
him.
allowed to make those. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's gonna know. He's gonna only really upset you in front of mom. Keith went on to divulge that he was also mad because this little dick didn't understand the gravity of the situation. He said, quote, he's 6, so it doesn't kind of sink in. It's not like if our 13-year-old did this, then it would sink into him. Trying to explain this to a 6-year-old, we told him we took money out of his piggy bank to pay for this bag of food and this one and so on. We could tell he was upset, but we don't know if it really sunk in. That's the frustrating part. So he's mad he did it and mad that he isn't upset enough about doing it. I just wish the little shit would beg for forgiveness, but he's in his room sleeping like a log right now. He should be crying himself to sleep.
Yeah, he's full.
He's so
Keith,
happy.
Keith can't believe that his little shit son isn't even upset about what he did, and he is so mad.
Why did Keith report this to the news? Then?
I don't know. If that kid
get
shows
his
up
money
with
back?
bruises, yeah, well, maybe. Keith foolishly Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. My son recently, I think I told you guys, I let him order a pizza off one of these apps, and he fucking botched the whole thing, sent it to the wrong address, and they gave me my money back. I don't know how much money you
8
can
restaurants
extract.
for
Address for one
Right,
order.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I don't know
no
how-
harm, no foul.
Grubhub's
That's like
not giving you $1,000 back.
yeah.
Now, what happened was Keith foolishly gave his phone to his son to, quote, play with for 30 minutes before bed because he didn't want to deal with the fucking kid. And he just handed him his phone.
That's a bad idea.
And then the app...
Keith's fault.
Yeah, the app Mason chose to play with was Grubhub. He didn't play like Keith didn't have a lot of games on there for kids, so the kid clicked Grubhub.
He's mad.
Kept
that
hitting the green button.
Yeah.
He's mad that he gave his son free reign of his phone.
Yes.
And then his son ordered
While he was getting
shit
hammered,
on
probably.
one of his apps.
Yeah.
And he's upset about his son doing that.
And he did it, and he didn't figure it out until I don't know, like when the first
orders
the
started
first
coming
doorbell
in.
ring didn't kick in. Maybe he did enjoy that first order.
Something tells me Keith Stonehouse blames everything on somebody else.
Oh yeah. No, he gets angry quick. This is bad for Keith. So now Keith is out $1,000. He's still got an ungrateful little shithead, stupid 6-year-old, and a wife that anytime she leaves the house for the next decade is going to ask Keith if he's sure he can handle it, or are we going to have another $1,000 Grubhub bill delivered to us on our hands? He's going to get it all damn day now from his
Keith
wife.
is in a bad spot.
Rubber room.
Oh my God. She goes to the movies once with friends, and Keith's making the news for being a neglectful parent.
Honey, call the news. If we make a big story about this, we might be able to get some money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Not worth it, Keith. I would have burned that food. Not worth it,
Call
Keith.
WJKR.
Burn all the food. Don't let your wife know this happened. Maybe smack the kid on the ass once.
Did they post? He must have posted something and it went viral or something.
Yeah, Facebook.
I think the neighbors probably called the news because they saw 17 delivery
Right,
guys
there's
show
just
up.
car after car after car. Oh my god, Keith. It's a tough week for Keith.
Yeah, he got owned. That's it.
All right. Mark, you are on the Hive tomorrow, correct?
That's right. See, women, guys are stupid too. That's correct. I'm on the Hive.
That's right.
Okay.
Equal represent. Hey, Mark, in the spirit of Black History Month as well, and equality in everything. I mean, I think that
We are equal opportunists at making
that.
fun of people on this show.
just proving
Yeah.
That's right.
just proving how progressive and woke we are for all of the youtube.com/Hard Factor News live commenters who claim that we're so racist.
I will
okay?
insult anyone, any gender, any race, and I will do accents for anyone, any gender, any race, including my own, and including rednecks and nerds and science.
Exactly.
We do it all.
Exactly.
right.
So just relax.
We're gonna
okay?
tear them all apart, including
Look
ourselves.
how progressive this episode ended up being at the end. Okay.
No one hates us more than ourselves.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Also-
the truth?
So take solace in that as well, on top of the progressivism and the wokeness.
Yeah,
You've been overwhelmed.
You can't hurt us. You can't hurt me more than I hurt myself. All right, let's spin
exactly.
the wheel.
All right, here we go. Cup of coffee. Back to me.
Back to back.
Maybe we'll have a little more Black History Month facts for you tomorrow.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Excellent. Let's
Oh, by the
skip
way,
myself the
I
coffee
do,
as
I
much as
do,
possible.
I do want to read. I do want to read the one comment because it is hilarious.
Please do.
Make memorial. This is the guy. He goes, so first it was black guys, then monkeys. Stir along. What's your real agenda here?
That's when I knew
Looking-
he was joking.
Looking face.
Yeah, he's not mad at us.
That's
he's in
racist.
on the joke. Very. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for a 24-hour break until we give you some more Black History facts and some more making fun of equal opportunities of everyone, because that's what we do here. We love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Get out there and have a great fucking day.